Welcome, all you Drangir and Shield Maidens, to this week's episode of Dropping the Hammer. I am your host, Warhammer, and I'm not gonna talk long. I'm not gonna keep your attention today. Today is Mother's Day. It's gonna be a very short Mother's Day message. I'm gonna talk about my mom a bit, and you know, then I'm get off here. So first off, my mom's the reason I was, excuse me, let me get my words. I've already cut this once and had to delete it, so bear with me. My mother was the reason, I remained on this earth. Now it is my daughter. So these two women in my life, hold a big, they're my anchors. So, they have a big spot in my life, in my heart. So, but my mother's always been there. She, as a child, I remember her taking me to her extension homemakers meetings, and there was several ladies ranging from ages. Um, they'd all make foods and things like that, and get together and talk. They'd make cookbooks, and I'm not sure what else. That's what I remember because she still has this cookbook. But my grandmother was in it, and they would always feed me huge plates of snacks and foods. My mom would usually give me a toy, or I'd bring something from home and just sit in the corner and be content for 2 hours or so and just play. You know, um, my mother said the ladies would comment on how well behaved I was and how calm and peaceful I was, and that's another reason why they loved having me around. They'd keep bringing me foods and snacks because, hey, what does Andy think about this? What does Andy think about that? So, you know, they, they were always taking care of me. And from there, my mom um, started working for the school system, and for several years while I attended school, she was working at the school. And if school, the class wasn't that important, she'd sometimes pull me out of class and help me, have me help her with projects and doing her job. All she did was make copies and things like that. But, she was constantly making copies. So, yeah. So, sometimes popsicles and things, she'd give me money for extra milks and extra desserts, extra entrees sometimes. And this nose really works now. Hang on a second. Hello? Hey, okay. Well, I'm kind of recording a podcast right now. No, I was just talking about you, and it's kind of funny because I kind of wanted this to happen. So, yeah. So, no, hang on. I'm gonna ask you one question. Um, you know, uh, give me some advice. Give me something to say to them, to people, for Mother's Day, for life. That's it. Yeah, yeah. That's what I say. Yeah. Okay, I'll tell them. All right. Love you. Bye bye. So yeah, I kind of hoped that happened. Um, she said she quoted Leonard Skinner, which is it's kind of funny. She'd always listen to Leonard Skinner. It's her favorite band. My favorite, one of my favorite songs. She said she quoted "Simple Man, be a simple kind of man," you know. Um, just be kind, do what you love, as long as you don't hurt people. So that's that's my mom. Hang on a second. Like I said, she's the reason I stayed on this earth, but now I've got another reason. But it is what it is. So after school, she was also in my Boy Scout troop. She was an assistant scoutmaster, so she helped with that for a couple years. And you know, uh, I just spent a lot of time with my mom. Love my mom. So happy Mother's Day. Um, yeah, now I wrestle. She loves talking about me wrestling. She would watch wrestling from the Dallas area where she grew up. So my grandfather would have loved hearing about me wrestling. Um, you know, she will never boo me, even if I'm a bad guy in wrestling. Um, she says woo, and that's as close as you'll get. So it's still a cheer, but you know, not not a boo. And that's no matter what I do. Uh, I've attacked elderly in front of her, my father, and she giggled. I attacked a handicapped man, and she knew I apologized afterwards. So, it's she knows me. She knows me. So I know I've been away from her longer than I've been with her. Um, I left at 18, came back at 27, and was again back out the door. So, I try to spend as much time as I can with my mom. So I'm just glad she's still here, and I'll see her maybe this weekend. I don't know. We will see. But I know Saturday, May 16th, I will be in the League of Lions Race to the Top in Marshall, Texas. It's a 30-man battle royale, over the top style. So me and 30 other people will be duking it out in the middle of the ring, trying to vie for supremacy. So that's what I got to look forward to. I'm still recovering. Had a rough weekend at work. Bad weekend. So gonna pay punishment on Monday. That's what it is. So I do want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I'm not going to keep much more of your time. I do appreciate stopping by, but for all the mothers out there, thank you. For be sure to thank your mother. Anybody watching this, you know, we need moms. We need moms. So, all right. Again, thank you for stopping by. Tune in next week. We will talk about the Race to the Top match or Battle Royale, whatever I'm in. And that's really all I've got coming up. I'm still recovering, and it's going well, but I do notice moments. So we're still going slow at points, but I'm doing well. Those, I'll go take care of that in just a second. But again, thank you for stopping by. Tune in next week and hammer that like button, share this with your friends, and we'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.